So a place in Division 3 will be up for grabs when the Waterford footballers welcome Antrim to Fairfield in the Division 4 semi-final on Sunday at 12:15. And to look ahead to the game, I'm joined on the line by current Asia selector Paul Whyte. And Paul, I suppose after spending 10 seasons in Division 4, do you see this as a big opportunity now to gain promotion on Sunday?
Certainly, Thomas, as you said, 10 seasons, and I think the last time that we were 70 minutes away from promotion was when we were promoted. What's that, 11 years ago now. So these opportunities don't arise too often for us, so we have to grasp it with both hands, I think.
What has that win over Wexford done for team morale over the past few weeks, Paul?
It's been absolutely massive, to be honest, because with the way the season went and we were only in for the 3-4 weeks before the Carlow game, we were still kind of getting to know lads before that, and obviously that didn't go 100% according to plan. So to get the response from the lads that we did against Wexford was massive, and it's really just kind of, I suppose, instilled the things that we're trying to do in a short amount of time. They are working, and it's just about belief and continuing to do those things and hopefully get the results.
What pleased you most, Paul, about that 1-point win in Wexford Park?
I suppose the battling qualities, like it could have been easy when Wexford went ahead and they came back at us. We could have just folded, but in fairness, everyone that played the game, either started or came on, gave 110%, and we've fought to the very, very end. And I think that's a quality that is hard to get in the team, and if it's instilled like that now, I think it'll only stand to us going into the Antrim game on Sunday.
Shane O'Neill, the manager, promised a couple of tough training sessions, Paul, after that win over Wexford. Did that come to pass?
100%. Shane is a man of his word. I'll say that one thing about him anyway. And I suppose having the extra weekend off gave us that opportunity to do that. And I think it's stood to us a lot now, and we're in a really good place heading into Sunday, I think.
Antrim have All-Ireland winners with Tyrone, Enda McGinley and Stephen O'Neill involved in the sideline this year, and kind of remarkably, Paul, they've had 3 1-point wins so far against Louth, Sligo and Leitrim. Have you looked at their game so far?
Yeah, I've watched all 3 of their games. They've been probably in complete control of those games at times, and then have let teams come back at them. So that's probably near that we're going to try and focus on that. Even if we do go behind that, they have that capability of letting teams back into the game. So I think if we show that fight and I suppose desire that we showed against Wexford and stay in the game for as long as we possibly can, I think we'll be thereabouts towards the end of the game.
What memories do you have of playing Antrim over the years, Paul?
The one year, it's either long journeys or small defeats. I suppose anytime I remember missing a penalty down at Welsh Park, I think it was under Niall Carew in the last minute. We ended up losing by 2 points. Or else long journeys away, but I haven't had much made our success against them, I suppose, when I was playing. So, but again, they were never a team that we feared. It was probably the journey that we feared, or was coming against us more than the actual team itself. So I think having them at home is a massive advantage for us.
And it's only 3 years, Paul, since you stepped away from inter-county football due to injury. When did the call come from Shane O'Neill to get involved as selector this year?
Shane rang me, I suppose, November time. Yeah, November, December time, sometime around that. A call I wasn't expecting, I suppose, as you said, only after being stopped playing with 3 years. So yeah, but I've really, really enjoyed it now since I've gone in. It's a different perspective for me, looking at things differently, and I'm learning a lot. So yeah, really enjoying it at the minute.
What role did Shane have in mind for you, Paul, when he first approached you?
When he first approached me, it was just coming in as a selector and just kind of, I suppose, giving himself details on players, because with the way the season was, he didn't really have time to get massive challenge games, or not challenge games, but trial matches in place. So he kind of just wanted a base of players for the standard that we want to get up to. So that's the role he gave me first as a selector, and starting to do a bit of coaching now and stuff as well. So yeah, as I said, it's a completely different side of what I was used to in the Waterford setup. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. Yeah,
how does it compare now, Paul, being on the other side of the whitewash?
There is no comparison really. It's that's still the thrill of playing. I don't think it can be matched, but I suppose this is the closest I can get to it at the minute. So yeah, you have to look and think a lot differently, but yeah, I'm enjoying trying to kind of come up with, I suppose, plans and talk to players about different things. And yeah, it's different but enjoyable.
Have you had any experience of that before, Paul, before you got involved with Shane O'Neill setup?
In schools, it was about the most coaching I've, and a bit underage in the club, but nothing compared to this level. So it's as I said, a big eye opener for me. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it and learning a lot and learning quickly as well. I suppose you have to learn quickly and learn on your feet. So yeah, I don't have much experience, I suppose, coming from anything, but yeah, I think I'm bringing something to the table anyway.
Yeah, and it's a new experience for Shane Ronayne as well. Paul, this is his first male senior inter-county team. What has he brought to the table since you started back collective training?
Yeah, even though it's his first male inter-county scene, he's been on the inter-county scene for a while, and he's had a lot of success with any team he's been in with. So just that experience alone of success, I suppose, it's something that Waterford hasn't seen in a while, of his success and winning games. So having that is a massive advantage, that he knows how to win, and he's just instilling that, I think, in the players, and having that self-belief. And I think that's something that we've always lacked in Waterford, is that pure self-belief in yourself, and not worry. We've always worried about other teams rather than focusing on ourselves and believing in ourselves. So it's really that self-belief that he's now kind of drilling into the players. And as I said, the more that we're together, the more the players are believing, I think.
And did you play a part, Paul, in persuading your clubmate Tommy Pendergast to come back on board this year?
A small part, I suppose, yeah. Like, I'd be very friendly with Tommy anyway, and we were just talking after I'd been announced as selector or whatever, and we were just talking, and I suppose it just came up into conversation, and he was kind of just saying that he didn't want to end his inter-county career the way it did, so he was more than welcome to come back in my eyes, and he's, as I said, I think he's proven that he's a big asset to have back in.
Yeah, what sort of influence has he been around the place the past few weeks, Paul?
It's just experience alone. Like, it's, even if you look at the panel, that there's only probably 8 of that panel that I played with, and that's only in a case I stopped playing in 3 years, he said. So it's a massive turnover of players. The squad is very, very young. So having Tommy there with that experience, like, he's the only player that's in the squad that has played in Division 3 or had that promotion success. So having that experience and knowing what it takes to get up to the next level, I think, is massive. And he's been there for all those championship successes as well. So I think just having that steady, calm voice within all the young lads is massive.
And as you touched on there, Paul, you would have soldiered with a lot of the players that are currently playing with Waterford. How hard was it for yourself to walk away from the inter-county scene back in 2018 at the age of just 26?
Yeah, it was very difficult. Like, I suppose, all things going well, I probably would still feel that I would still be playing. So it was difficult at the time, but look, you have to think bigger things than playing and sport, I suppose, and my life and health has to come first and everything that goes with it. So I just had to make that decision that, look, I could never get up to that standard now of playing at that level. So the decision was kind of made for me rather than me making that decision. So because of that, I suppose, not that it was easy, but because it was made for me, it was a bit easier.
Yeah, you had a lot of trouble with your hips at the time, Paul. How are you health-wise now at the moment?
Like, day to day, I'm fine, touch wood. So it's just if I try and go running or training, that I'm probably fine doing it. It's afterwards it's where the pain comes in. So it's just about managing it and trying to get as much as I can out of it for the next couple of years before things deteriorate even further. So yeah, as I said, day to day, I have no issues, and I think that's the most important thing at the minute, that it's not affecting me in my day-to-day life whatsoever.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear, Paul. And like, we've seen you play through that pain barrier for Kilrossenty over the past 3 years. Will you see you back in a green and gold shirt come 2021?
Undecided as of yet, I suppose. The mind is saying yes, body is kind of saying no. But yeah, we'll never say never. But with lockdowns and all that I kind of just completely stopped exercise and all that kind of stuff. So I have a base of nothing at the minute. So if I do plan on going back doing something, that I'll have a few hard months logging the gym ahead of me if I am going to do something like that.
Yeah, we'll watch this space. And just a final question for you, Paul. What would it mean for football in the county to get up to Division 3 on Sunday?
I think it's absolutely massive, to be honest. With the squad being so young, that if we get to Division 3, yes, we will need more players next year to stay in that level. But with the lads being so young and them learning so quickly from what we've put in there, I think it shows that if we can play those teams that are a step above us that I think will improve even further, and I think it will just promote a whole lot in the county. That there's a lot of work being done underage at the minute now with development squads and stuff. So I think the future is looking bright, but we need to get to that next step or next level that it's enticing more players to play football for Waterford and to stay playing football, not just come in for a year or two, which is the way it's been, to stay playing for your 6, 7, 8 prolonged period of time. So I think it's a massive opportunity for the players at the minute to get promotion, and I think it's massive for the county as a whole to get up to that Division 3 level.
Well, Déise football selector Paul Whyte, thanks so much for your time today, and all the best on Sunday.
Thanks, Moss.